Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. It is Kit here and welcome back to the Brooks Legacy. We are turning over a new leaf, a new season, a new chapter in the story, and Cayson is going to start us off with it. It is time for our boy to move out, the second at Generation 3 to do so. Ah! Okay, so, sorry, I just ate. Good lord. My throat is, I ate something spicy with a lot of cracked pepper on it. Oh well, it's good for me. Anyway, let me just warn y'all now. From here to a good bit, it's gonna be a while. From here on out, pretty much until we get caught up, actually. Trigger warning for alcohol and drug abuse. Y'all have seen this, probably coming. I've mentioned this. Basically, I think I mentioned it when he turned into a teenager, when he grew into a teenager. But yeah, he is now officially out on his own. If you thought he was kind of spiraling before, well, spiraling, that's really a wrong word. But if you thought he was kind of getting into it then, it's going to be quite a bit worse because our boy here thinks that he has it all under control. Sure. So, yeah. If that makes you uncomfortable, I am very sorry. This is not the time for you to watch that, but probably when this thumbnail changes is a um when like rehab and all of that starts and he is cut off and starts getting better and everything. Um yeah. It's gonna be a ride, but I am excited to tell this story in what little way that I can. Um, so yeah, let's get into it, shall we? I hope y'all enjoy it. There are good parts of it. It's not all gonna be bad. It's just, college and dabbling in things you really should not be. I say this as someone who has never once done any drugs, nor abused alcohol. I drink alcohol, but I don't abuse it. That is a deal I made with myself when I was pre-med because, of course, you get pulled over for a DUI one time, you're going to lose your license. So that's a deal I made with myself back then, and even though I'm no longer pre-med, and technically I could, I guess, it's not worth it to me, and I'm upholding that deal with myself. So, yep. Anyways, let's get into it, shall we? Cayson had all of his things packed. He had a lot of stuff, but he wasn't taking it all with him to Brightchester. So he managed to fit everything he wanted into a few suitcases and 2 boxes. It felt surreal, almost lonely to see his childhood home. So many years spent here. This was his home, and he was leaving it. Cayson didn't think he would be sad, but he sort of is. He's sad that this chapter of his life is ending, but excited that another is beginning. You gotta be good, Whiskers, okay? I'm sorry I can't take you with me. I'll try to come and visit. He was such a good cat. It felt like it had been so many years since Cayson had found him on that island, but instead it had only been 3 years. Don't give Ziola such a hard time. I know she's weird, but she isn't that bad. Cayson could hear his mom in the bathroom, crying. That was probably the hardest thing about this. Dad had to go to work this morning. There was no way out of that. They did the gruff man thing, and he told Cayson to be good, study hard, and not to get into trouble. I know it'll be hard, but don't get distracted by the girls, and there'll be alcohol and drugs and stuff. Don't get into those. Cayson just rolled his eyes. He had it all under control. Besides, he had used up his small stash in Mount Komorabi, Red was getting far too nosy. His buddy Caden was going to hook him up later today. Cayson just had some pre-university jitters, alright? He could stop whenever he wanted to. They're purely recreational, that's all. Mama, I'll be fine. I'll call you. She was sobbing so hard her graying curls were going everywhere. My baby, you used to be this tall, and now you're just an adult? All grown up and leaving. I'm just going to uni, Mom. Studying to be a chef like I've always wanted. I'm not moving eons away, you know. Not like... Cayson stopped, struggling not to say. Not like Marin. Anger flared in his stomach. I'll be back. I'm not disappearing like Marin has. Oh, baby, I know you miss her. I'm sure she's okay. I know she is your best friend. Your dad will find her soon. That's why he's at work today, actually. They may have news. He hated his cousin for the hope in his mother's eyes. News. As if. Marin chose to leave for a very specific reason, after all. To get away from them. From the legacy. Well, call me with what he says, okay? My taxi is nearly here. To take me to the airport. The hug lasted eternity, but all Cayson could think about was his selfish cousin. The trip to Newcrest was long, but exciting. The further Cayson got from Strangerville and his home, the more he thought about what was ahead of him. He could do what he wanted. Go where he wanted. He was an adult, baby! No more chores, no more homework. At least for a bit, anyway. Everyone was there when Cayson arrived. Cayson! Jeffrey crowed, smiling and oblivious to the stench around him as he ate his cereal. Cayson grinned at the sight of his longtime friend. Is it just me, or are those purple highlights in your hair thinner than the last time I saw you? Shut up, dude. I'm gonna add more tonight. Gotta keep my image, after all. Caden grabbed a cup from the keg and handed it to Cayson. Ready to party it up, Brooks? Cayson downed it in one gulp. Yup, Blackwell. Just gotta go pee first. Good luck. You'd better do it at the fence. Toilet's been broken for a few days. No one's fixed it? They both shrugged. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Whose place is this anyway? Jeffrey raised his hand. My cousin's, but it's being sold when we leave at the end of the week. No lasting damages, yada yada yada, don't be pigs and all that. You might want to start cleaning all that up then. They rolled their eyes and laughed as Cayson went in to fix the toilet, which was gross, by the way. Want to watch a movie? They asked. A horror flick queued up when Cayson got done an hour later. Sure, but where's Ethan? Running out to the convenience store. We need more snacks. Alright, yeah, let's start it then. This was going to be a fun week. Certainly different, but Cayson kind of liked it. The week went by in a haze. Drinking, partying, loads of junk food, and Caden managed to score some drugs for them to enjoy. It was so nice to not worry about anything. No pesky siblings, no Red rooting around, no parents to please. Just Cayson and his buddies, and whatever they wanted, which right now was to have lots of fun. Of course, the week went by so fast, and suddenly the boys were all in a big rush to clean up everything and to make it all smell good. Ethan in particular was queasy by how messy 4 guys living in one house could be. Oops. Good thing Cayson's mom wasn't here. She would have an absolute cow. But next stop, Brightchester. Well, that was quite an experience. It was very interesting for both Cayson and I. Going from his structured, clean home to hanging out with the buds for a week. Is it bad that I had a ton of fun? Like, holy cow, those guys, what I tell you. I was like, nope, I ain't picking up shit. I'm not making y'all pick anything up until the end of the week. And the trash in that house piled up so bad. Of course, this was before Bust the Dust and, like, oh, was it even before Evergreen Harbor? Ooh. Wait, when? No, no. Evergreen had to have been a thing now, right? Hang on. When did Censor University come out? November 15th, 2019. When did Eco Living come out? Sims 4. June 5th, 2020. Oh, I'm sorry. This was even before then, actually. So, yeah, like we couldn't have the cockroaches, we couldn't have the flies, we couldn't have any of that. So I don't even want to know what that place would look like now, because it was nasty. Blech. It was so bad. It was kind of fun, actually, to just literally let them do whatever. And oh my god, Cayson, he's fine with a mess, believe it or not. He's fairly alright with a mess. I was shocked. It was bad. But I'm somebody, I like having a clean house. I I like having a clean house. My house is cluttered, but it's fairly clean right now. So, um all I'm gonna say is this is gonna be interesting. But I mean, can you really blame them? I mean, freedom, everything else. I'm pretty sure most people go party and do things that they probably shouldn't do. I know I did my version of that. Cleaning always usually is the last thing for me to do instead of the first thing. Because when mom and dad are around, that's like the first thing. That in school. But when I'm by myself, like now, it isn't the first thing. School is always the first thing, but it's not the second thing like it normally is. Unless it's really bad. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it was a little short, all things considered, but we're in a transitionary period. Um, so yeah, that was Cayson's. And tomorrow we're gonna have two videos. Mainly because I was kind of looking at it and I'm like, yeah, we'll just throw it in. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed them. I think one in particular y'all will really like, hopefully. So yeah, thank y'all so very much for watching. Have a great Tuesday and a great week. And I will see whoever I see next time. Don't forget, where the water's slow, legacies grow.